we have a ton of beautiful new sample doors that we ordered. There's so much happening in the world of kitchen and bath, especially when it comes to cabinetry. And we're just here to show you all the cool opportunities and things you can use for your next kitchen and bathroom remodel. So I've got two companies that I did a ton of cabinet style sample ordering from, and today we're going to show you a few of those. And really quick before we get started, my name is Kerstin with the Material Bar, and if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to our channel where we give you a ton of inspiration and tips and tricks, know-how on how to tackle your next kitchen remodel. Okay, so first I'm gonna get started with Bellmont. You guys know I really like Bellmont, but I love it because they have just really cool contemporary styles. I'm from Germany. A lot of their styles remind me of that kind of look in Germany, and we love mixing old with new. We do use a lot of flat panels, we use a lot of laminates, and also they hold up really, really well. And as we're talking about flat panels and laminates, I'm going to show you this beautiful sample right here. And this color is called Fumato. It is part of a really beautiful new laminate series. It's actually, I believe it's an Italian laminate that they import, and it's, once you touch and feel it, you probably wouldn't even notice at first glance that this is a laminate. It's very, very gorgeous. And then just to show you a different version, this is also a laminate from Bellmont. And guys, we're gonna have the links below with all the colors and everything, but this color is called Coastal. Now, the cool thing is with Bellmont, you can absolutely run the grain vertical or you can run it horizontal. It just really depends on your design, and that's what we'll give you a little bit of input where it makes the best sense. But also beautiful laminate right here, Coastal. I actually just used on a project that I got some pictures that I should give you, Courtney, because it's gorgeous. Okay. And then we have a solid color, and this is color Amazon. And this is, I think, the Monticello door. We didn't make labels yet, but this is the Monticello door in the color Amazon. Yeah. No glaze. And you might be thinking, oh my God, this has like a little bit more trim than usual because we see it coming back, you know, and don't be afraid to add trim to one part of the kitchen and maybe go a little bit more contemporary on the other side. Like, it's really your own style that you want to embrace. And I really love how the Monticello door is a nice kind of mix between bringing in some trim but still looking very elegant. Actually, Courtney, that one, the third row from the bottom, that light one, okay. Yeah, I ordered this to go with this door. And actually, you know what, since we're at it, since we're at it and you're walking around bringing me stuff, yeah. Can you also grab that wood door on the very top, second to the right? That's the Monticello in a stain. It's very pretty, yeah. And if you want, so the Monticello that I just showed you with that little bit of trim detail, it's basically taking a shaker, adding some trim, and then take a look at this bad boy. That's the same version, just in a stain. And, you know, you could be potentially doing that in a whole kitchen where your island is maybe the stain, or the perimeter and the island could be the paint, right? So this is what it would look like in a stain, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It actually has a glaze in it too. It's very pretty. All right, very cool on that. And then I ended up ordering these doors. So this here is the studio door. This is with the Nordic stain. Very beautiful, light, kind of Nordic inspired stain. It's also Bellmont. And then you could combine it with a door like this. This door, so pretty. This one's brand new. So this is the, I think this says Elias. And
Elias?
This
Is it Elias? Is Elias?
it's Elias.
Elias?
Elias, I guess. I guess it's Elias. Okay, let me say it correctly. So really fun. I feel like, you know, a lot of people are kind of ripping out red oak, and I understand because you've got that old kind of golden look, but this is red oak on a really dark, you know, black kind of graphite stain. It's actually called graphite, on a graphite stain with a matte sheen. I'm sorry, it just like spices up red oak. And the cool thing is about red oak, it is a cheaper kind of door style than if you were to go towards doing a rift cut white oak. You see how this door has just a more like a very tight, strict pattern, right, grain pattern. This one has your typical red oak pattern, but the finish on this door just makes it look very cool, very contemporary, and you could totally rock this door with a simpler door like this. And I don't think we have it on here, but I'm pretty sure this is maple. Oh, I'm sorry, this is alder. So this is the studio door in alder with the Nordic stain, also in a matte finish. So if you hold those two together, it kind of gives you that really cool Scandinavian vibe, and it's really thoughtful on how we use the materials here to keep the general cost down on the cabinet package. Okay, love that combo. This is last but not least to the Bellmont samples I just ordered. Matisse Door, absolutely love the Matisse Door. It's been a huge hit. It's just a beautiful thin frame. Okay, there's also one level up the Griffin. It's just a little chunkier, but the Matisse is the thinnest one. And this is in paint color Silver Mist, a beautiful, beautiful kind of light green color, very light, but very cool detail. All right, now let's move on to the other cabinet company that we really love working with, called Dura Supreme. Okay, let's start with fun fact number 156. Bellmont does not work with hickory. Cabinet manufacturers kind of go through their, kind of materials that they go through, and then they learn, and for some reason, certain cabinet manufacturers will not work with certain styles or materials. Well, Bellmont doesn't work with hickory. Dura Supreme does work with hickory. Fun fact number 278, Dura Supreme works with, Dura Supreme doesn't work with walnut, for example, where Bellmont works with walnut, right? There's so much more, we can go into it another day. But Dura Supreme works with hickory, and hickory, is a beautiful, beautiful wood look. You have real extreme lights and darks, and you see it a lot on vanities. It looks super fun. And this is actually just a natural stain, kind of like a more natural shaker door style. And again, we'll have everything listed for you below, but I absolutely love this. And again, this matte black, that was a different company, but you could recreate that with Dura Supreme. Would go really cool. It would kind of take this being a little bit more farmhousey, and then kind of like cool it down, I feel like make it look like cooler, right? So I really love that combo. And then next, there is a version of the slim frame, also with Dura Supreme, because it's been so popular in the industry, and it's called Reese with Dura Supreme. And I just showed that a little while ago, but this is in a really beautiful rift cut white oak with a kind of low sheen stain. It's coriander low sheen.
Yanda?
I can't even pronounce that in English if I wanted to.
I don't get
Coriander.
Oh.
Is that a real word?
I don't know.
Coriander in low sheen. Whatever it's called.
We're gonna Google it.
We're gonna Google it, and it looks very pretty. We could put it in there where it says how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
All right, love this. And then I ordered this guy because it's just a very cool feature that a lot of people don't know about, even I feel like designers, but you can get integrated pulls with Dura Supreme. You see right here, and it's just a finger pull that gets routed into the door, so you can use any door style with this. But the cool thing about it is that it gives you a version of handleless design without doing the channel system. And a while back I did a video on the channel system. We'll link it below on how to create handleless designs. There's a couple of different ways onto creating that style, but this one should actually go on the list. You can create a complete hands-free or handleless design by just using integrated handles like this from the factory. So I thought that was very cool. This is just a simple kind of shaker door style in cherry. And then, they're also pretty, but okay. I ordered this sample door. This is actually a little bit more educational. This sample door, it was ordered on a face frame to showcase what it looks like to have a sample door on a face frame. Dura Supreme We brought them on as a company because we love their styles, we love their quality, but also because they offer us framed and frameless options. And we've been doing a lot more Inset projects. So that's kind of our go-to line for Inset. But this is a really beautiful sample to showcase what it looks like when the door sits on top of your face frame. You can kind of see that here, sits on top of it. And then this is the Avery door. I believe this is a rift cut white oak. And I think the style or the stain, oh, this is sesame low sheen. And I just love the low sheens. I like to do everything a little bit more matte these days. And it definitely looks very good. Okay, so on the contrary to this sitting on top of the face frame, I have the new Paris door from Dura Supreme. And the new Paris door, this door sample, you can do the Paris door, inset, frameless, whatever you want to do. But I ordered it as an inset sample. And you see the difference? It sits within the face frame, and that's what it would look like from the front. So we can put some pictures in what it looks like to have a run of inset cabinetry. It's a very cool, traditional, more southern look, but I have a lot more people requesting it. I love the look. There's a lot to it when it comes to designing it, and maybe we'll do another video on how to design with Inset. There's definitely a lot of things you want to think about, but absolutely gorgeous. This is also the Paris door. Is brand new with Dura Supreme. It's a little bit smaller on the style and rail trim detail here, but I thought those are really good samples for the showroom. And something to remember when you are working with Inset is that you can do a standard panel or face frame, or you can add a bead to your face frame, okay? And that's basically that little bead right here. That is just an added little feature that is well known in the Inset world. And so I got this sample to show that. And then this Inset door style actually features the Reese Door, so you have that thin frame style right here. And now I'm gonna show you guys actually one of my favorite door styles that came in. And I love everything that is different and that is unique, so we can separate ourselves, so you can design a space that is just completely yours. And this door style really speaks to that. This is called Linea, or however Courtney would pronounce it. But this is called Linea, and I love how it has pre-routed lines inside of the door, and I can just see this looking so cool. This is one of the curated paint colors. Dura Supreme every year comes out with like a specialty kind of collection of colors that they feel like are really cool industry colors that people would love. So this is one of them. And this color is called Rock Bottom. It's kind of negative, but I'm like, oh man. Okay, but it's a very beautiful color. It has a little bit of a tone of like green, so I'm imagining it comes from like the river or something. And imagine this door style with something cool like the beautiful stain that we had earlier on the rift cut white oak. I think those colors look very, very beautiful together. So keep your mind open. There's so much cool stuff out there for you to design your kitchen with. And we have some brand new door samples that we're excited to be working with. And we'll have all the links for you guys below. We have a couple of pictures that we threw into the video to give you some more examples and images. And if you have any questions at all on this, make sure to leave your comments and we'll get back to you. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Bye.